Hey guys, Alex here, and as you can see by the start of the video, I got myself a 20th anniversary Tamagotchi. Now, these particular ones are sort of hard to come by in my town. I called up a place yesterday and it was a Toy World. We have a tiny little Toy World like jammed in between another shop, and they had very, very few in stock that they were getting. So I asked what they had and I reserved one, picked it up today. They're not meant to be out until the 5th, today's the 3rd, so I don't know what's going on there. But here it is. It's tiny. I'll get to those ones in a minute. But yeah, so this is, shit, he's okay, he lives. This is it. It's, I don't know, can you see that? So far all you can do is feed it. That's all I can do. I can feed it, and otherwise it just jumps around on the screen. It's a little blob of nothingness. 2008 or 9, I collected a heap of the new Connect Tamagotchi ones. Are you going to be able to see any of this? There we go, it's focusing, I think. So yeah, this is the Connect. It's, I don't know what model. I'll try and get the information for you all, but it's the one with like the tiny antenna bobble thing. I've got another one that I'll show you that's got the bigger antenna. I'll see if I can fix this one because it requires like stuff. I can't fix it. It needs to go to sleep. It's asleep at the moment. The size comparison is, this one is the size of the screen of the other one, basically. it's a little sad to think that 20 years later they're making these ones as comeback, but it's simplified to the point where you don't have to keep an eye on it all the time. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do a specific vlog on it, but if you keep an eye out on future vlogs, I'll try and make an update on how this one's going, what it turned out to be, if I didn't kill it by tomorrow, and all that. Keeping date is the 3rd today, and I started it about 20 minutes ago or something like that. I don't know, it was like 4:30 or something. So yeah. So if you didn't know, I'm a 90s kid. I'm 27, and I love all things 90s because that's when I grew up and it's what I know and everything. So in the 90s, well, probably late 90s, no, early 2000s probably, I collected a lot of virtual pets like the Tamagotchi. I do not have an original Tamagotchi. I do not know where they got to. I did have at one point, fuck, they're all going to sleep. Oh, and this one's sick. Okay, hang on, this one's sick. Okay, it's happy again. I did have an original Tamagotchi, maybe not an original one, but it was like an 8-in one at the time. When they first came out, there were so many different types. I did have a Hitoriko. I'll try and get a photo up. I did talk about this in my 90s tag video, if you go back and check that out. But we're going to start from 2000, I think it was 2004. Neopets. If anyone remembers Neopets, it was a website. You had to look after little pet things. I found myself a virtual pet one. As far as I know, it still works. This is like so old. You had the same basic concept as the Tamagotchis. You had a little virtual pet that ran around. That was this guy. He actually comes out, I think I've blue tacked him in because he used to fall out, but he used to come out and you could put him on one of these 3 dots. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. There was food, something else, medical. So his little like peg went in there and that corresponded to something on the screen. And you had games to play and everything. I don't remember if it was wirelessly connected to a different type, but my friend did have another one, a blue one, and we used to sit there and play together, so however that works. If any of you remember early 2000s, 2003, maybe? It's got to be earlier than that. Digimons. Now, they were like the alternative to Tamagotchis. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. They were the Digimons, if you know what a Digimon is. It was opposite to Pokemon. Fuck, something's complaining again. Oh, it's awake and it's done 2 poos. It's clean now. So Digimons, they were little monsters. I do actually have one that's working, but these are really old and I had pulled them apart in the past. Yes, I have 2 of these ones, and I switched the back and the front colors so they were like alternate colors, and they would connect like that. They had 2 pins in them, and yeah, so they would connect like that, and you would battle them and everything like that between the 2. They had to be a certain age or something like that. This one currently is a blob because I started him when I started all the others sometime after 4. Along with the Digimons, I also gotten myself, this one doesn't work because I didn't power it up, but it's like a pedometer. Like it shakes and it counted your steps and everything because you wore it on a belt. It's got a belt loop. And it was basically the same concept as the little Tamagotchi ones. Fuck, I don't know who's talking. I've got a heap running. Oh, this one's talking. What the fuck do you want? Are you hungry? No, you need like strength or some shit like that. Let's give it candy. Is it happy now? Yes. This one is still connected with all of these the same way. But you shook it, or you walked with it, and it did stuff I can't even remember really. I did battle a few of them well, I had a few, so I could battle myself because hey, I'm an only child, so, and most people that I hung out with didn't like any of these. The battery lasted forever on this one because it had like a power down screensaver thing. Another pedometer style one, the one that shakes, step counter, whatever you want to call it, is this one, which I have powered up, and I will keep this one going as long as I can. This one's the seahorse style one. I don't know if you can see that. but you shake it long ways, up and down long ways, and I don't think it counts as steps, but when you're trying to battle it, you have to shake it so many times for it to knock down walls. Also can connect this one with the others, and this is more Tamagotchi style with all the different settings and feeding and looking after it and cleaning up after it and all that. So I will keep this one going as long as I can. Fucking hell, this one's shitting a lot. It's the only one that's shitting so much. Let me clean that because I don't want to kill these ones. They were my 4 Digimons, 2 original standard style, the little pedometer one and the bigger whatever it is ones. Moving on to the Tamagotchis, as I said, I think I got a little sidetracked back there, but I did have a heap when I was a kid, an 8-in-1, a Hitoriko and all that. Moving on to the early 2000s, mid 2000s, whatever it is, I did collect the Tamagotchi Connects. This is the one, like the white one that's powered up, and this is a different model. I don't know what type. I'll try and get the different models and years that they were released in. I personally do not like the Connect ones because I don't see the point of connecting a Tamagotchi to themselves. A Tamagotchi is a standalone little thing that you look after. So I was never really a fan of the Connect ones. I do have 4 of them, 2 of whatever model this is, which is the ones I've got it powered up, and then 2 of the bobbly ones. Fucking hell. You know what's sad? It's so fucking needy. It's hungry. Its name's Fred. I got to name it. That's another thing though. The Tamagotchis, you never used to name them. This one's got apparently a shop you can go to or something. You can play games, you got items, you got a shop, you got a password, and souvenirs. What's the password for? What's the shop for? You used to just be able to play like a tiny little digital whatever game and that was it. These are my Tamagotchis, my digital 90s pets. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't know how long I'm going to be keeping them together, alive and going. I'll probably just try and keep this little guy going and this one going because it's less stress. Beautiful, beautiful nostalgia moment. Dragging all these guys out, looking for them, finding them, realizing how annoyingly frustrating they can be, but it's fun. Hopefully if anyone out there is actually going to be getting one of the newer ones, it doesn't require as much attention, it just kind of lives and then you make sure it doesn't die. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully more people are getting them. Relive the 90s instead of dragging your phones out and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you had Tamagotchis or Digimons. In America, there was a heap of different styles. Let me know if you had one of them, if you still got it, or if you still have any of these style. Let me know. They're pretty cool to look back on. Just remember childhood, the simpler times. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Be good to people, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.